Hey, welcome. Today we're diving into a piece of tech that honestly feels like it's straight out of science fiction. We're talking about handheld lasers that can literally vaporize rust, paint, and all sorts of grime using nothing but focused light. So let's get right into it.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at this new era of cleaning. Then, we'll tackle the biggest decision you have to make, pulsed versus continuous wave lasers. After that, we'll figure out how to match the right power to your job, talk about the all-important return on investment, and finally, look at why where you buy from is a really big deal.
All right, first up, a new era of cleaning. We are talking about moving way beyond the old school methods of sandblasting and harsh chemicals and, all the mess and headaches that come with them.
I mean, really think about it for a second. Are you still dealing with clouds of sandblasting dust, barrels of hazardous waste from chemical baths, or just spending way too many hours trying to get a surface perfectly clean? You know those methods are slow, they're expensive, and frankly, they're not great for the environment.
Well, guess what? There is a much cleaner, way faster, and just plain smarter way to do things. This is a total game changer for surface prep, and it's all powered by laser tech.
So this is it, the portable laser cleaner. It's a handheld tool that uses a beam of light to basically vaporize contaminants right off a surface. And because it never actually touches the material, it doesn't cause any damage. The best part? Zero consumables. That means no sand, no chemicals, no extra cleanup. Just light. It's pretty incredible.
Okay, this brings us to what is probably the single most important decision you'll make, choosing between a pulse laser and a continuous wave, or a CW, laser. Getting this right is absolutely key to making a smart investment.
So first, let's talk about the pulsed laser. Think of this one as the surgeon's scalpel. It fires these super short, really intense bursts of energy. This is exactly what you need for the delicate stuff, like cleaning intricate molds, working on sensitive electronics, or even restoring historical artifacts where you absolutely positively cannot damage that original surface.
And then you've got the continuous wave, or CW laser. This thing is the workhorse. It's the sledgehammer. Instead of short bursts, it shoots out a constant, powerful beam of light. This is all about raw power and speed. It's perfect for those heavy-duty jobs, like stripping thick layers of rust and paint off huge steel structures. Bridges, ship hulls, that kind of thing.
So let's put them side by side. The pulsed laser has almost no heat impact and gives you surgical precision, but it's a bit slower. The CW laser, on the other hand, is an absolute beast when it comes to speed, and it's more cost-effective for high power, but it generates more heat. So it really just boils down to one simple question. Are you going for precision, or are you going for speed? Okay, to make this super easy for you, choose a pulse laser if you're working with anything delicate that can't be damaged, if you need something you can carry in a backpack, or if your daily workload is, say, under 50 square meters. And on the flip side, you're going to want a CW laser if your main gig is blasting heavy rust off big stuff, if getting the job done fast is your #1 goal, and if you're working with tough materials over huge areas every day. See? It's a pretty clear choice once you know what you're looking for.
All right, so once you've picked your laser type, the next step is matching the right amount of power to your task. This is all about getting the perfect machine for anything from a little surface rust to some serious industrial coatings.
And it's actually pretty straightforward. You just match your job to the right power level. For some light surface rust or oil, a little 50 to 100 watt pulse laser will do the trick. But if you're up against heavy rust and thick mill scale, you're going to need the muscle of a 2,000 or even 3,000 watt CW machine to get things done efficiently. As you can see, more power directly translates to more speed.
Now for the big one, the question every single business owner has on their mind. Is it actually a smart investment? Let's break down the return.
When you look at the numbers, the difference is just staggering. With sandblasting, you're always paying for media, for safety gear, and for all the time it takes to clean up that huge mess. But with laser cleaning, your only real cost is electricity, which is usually less than 20 cents an hour. No consumables, period.
So what does that actually mean for your bottom line? Well, according to Chihalo, most of their customers get a full return on their investment in just 4 to 6 months. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't just a tool, it's a capital investment that can literally pay for itself before the year's even over.
And this is an investment that's built to last. The heart of the machine, the fiber laser source, has an estimated lifespan of 100,000 hours. To put that into perspective, if you ran this thing 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, it would keep on working for over 30 years. That's incredible.
Okay, last but definitely not least, let's talk about where you actually get the machine. This is what we call the factory direct advantage, and trust me, it's a huge piece of the puzzle.
Going direct to a factory like Chihalo versus buying from a local dealer, it makes a world of difference. Right off the bat, you're avoiding that 50 to 100% dealer markup. Plus, you get tech support straight from the engineers who actually built your machine. And you get a direct manufacturer's warranty, no middlemen involved.
And I know what some of you might be thinking. Buying direct from overseas can feel a bit risky, but check this out. Chihalo is a government-certified national high-tech enterprise. Even better, they've been the OEM, the original manufacturer, for major European laser brands since 2016. That means the exact same quality control goes into every single machine, whether it has their name on it or someone else's.
And you don't have to take my word for it. This level of quality is proven in some really demanding fields. We've got an aerospace engineer from Europe who called their system's performance exceptional. In aerospace, you don't mess around.
Here's another one. An automotive restoration specialist in Germany said that switching from sandblasting to laser was like night and day, and that his efficiency just shot through the roof. That goes right back to that incredible ROI we were just talking about.
And finally, for anyone still thinking about that precision work, an artifact restoration expert from the US said these machines offer an unparalleled level of control, which is essential when you're working with priceless materials.
So there you have it. We've looked at the tech, we've crunched the numbers on the ROI, and we've seen why buying direct is the smartest move. The only question left is the one for you. What could you clean with the power of light?